What's up, everybody? It is me, KiNGAlpha. Hope everybody's doing great. So this is the final moment. I think a lot of people have been waiting for is you know the best. Not it's probably not the best mall guide. There could probably be a better one. I'm not the best content creator ever, but regardless, guys, I want to give you guys an insane mall guide. I think a lot of people that do watch my streams and do watch my gameplay can tell that I feel I'm probably one of the best malls in NA, and that's not when it comes to just dueling. This is coming into like actual sieges and territory wars. It's not all in the aspect of that. However, I'm going to be giving you guys my build. I'm going to be giving you guys the skills I use. I'm probably going to be questioned a lot, and I'm probably going to get maybe a little bit of backlash as well for some of the things that I do use. And I know there is a lot of Maul hate right now, a lot of Maul hate, but man, at the end of the day, it's a class. Everybody hates a certain class for whatever it can do. So first off, Maul build. So currently I am 45 for strength and agility, but I do have armor and toughness with 25 and 25. Now you're questioning why do I have strength at 56? It's because my Maul does do plus 11 strength. So it's an amazing Maul. I love this Maul. It gives me crit value, gives me blunt damage and everything. You definitely, whenever you're going for a Maul and Earthshaker, definitely want to look for strength or agility, and then definitely some crit value. Some crit value on the Maul is insane, and I'll talk a little bit more into why crit value is so important on using the Maul, because my gosh. As well, I do use a mix of the medium armor and heavy armor. I used to go full heavy armor. However, actually, I've been doing just a lot more damage going half and half. I know you aren't as tanky as you are if you do get the 4 pieces of the heavy armor set. However, I do have plus 17 leadership on my bracers, so I just said F it, I'm just gonna use it, and I've actually been doing really well. I still do a lot of damage. I'm probably not as tanky as I used to be, because looking at the actual general attribute stats, attack attributes and defense attributes, I would typically get more, 120 more on each of these stats, which is insane. However, the plus 150 blunt damage is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. And I'm sorry, guys, if my throat is a bit I have been streaming nonstop for almost 20 plus like 20 hours almost a day, or at least 10 to 15 hours a day. So that's a lot of talking for me to do. Regardless, so I have a high blunt damage, which is almost at 2,000, and then I also have blunt armor penetration, which is at 1,700 basically. I really did wish I got some more blunt armor penetration, but it is what it is. I know some people will probably question why I put some points into agility instead of going a full strength maul or doing a full armor maul. I know people do full armor maul, but I'm still tanky enough to actually just destroy, and I can still destroy full armor mauls as well. But agility gives you that blunt armor penetration, which is pretty insane. It allows you to be able to fight poleaxes, fight mauls, fight long swords, break even a short sword and everything. So there are certain aspects to agility that I think people aren't really taking into effect that is very important to me, at least. And I have a lot of success with this build. I typically don't ever really struggle with this build unless I'm like fighting 5 heroes or 3 heroes all at once. Certain aspects to it. There's certain aspects to the build that it's great for, and then probably the fact that I don't have the plus 120 piercing, slashing, and blunt defense. I was way tankier before I started this build, but it's still really good. Let's get into the skills. So some of the key skills that you need to use are Mighty Mjolnir, which Mighty Mjolnir is insane because you need to use the Q first. And I always say this: never use your other abilities unless it's situational, because Mighty Mjolnir combos into every other skill. So it says if you use a combination of skills while sprinting, a shoulder charge will be launched, followed by a charging final skill. So this allows you to basically do whatever the final skill of a class is. So for example, for Maelstrom, it allows you to do when it like the press 5 attack, which does the spinning. And with the spinning, you can actually move while you're spinning, which is actually awesome. So I know this is going to be the big debate. You're using Maelstrom. Why not Uko's Doom? Uko's Doom saves you so much, for me. When you're dazed, it can, knock back enemies, etc. I understand Uko's Doom is amazing. But for a player like me that focuses on, killing people, in territory where it's about, killing the units, killing the heroes, in sieges, it's about killing the heroes and everything. Uko's Doom is good for players that are in are always in sticky situations, and make sure that they have something that can save them. Personally, I don't use Uko's Doom. I love Maelstrom. Maelstrom, if you guys don't know, you can actually get almost 3 to 4. Ooh, you can actually get up to 3 to 4 crits on Maelstrom if you spin behind their back. And people don't know that. I think a lot of people think Maelstrom is just trash, and it's, some people just always use Ukos. Man, if I go to grab you and you use Ukos, fine. But I'm not going to throw myself in that situation every single time. It's very situational. I feel Ukos is one of those where you're almost out of placement, and you just have something that's a save you just in case you got grabbed or whatever, or you're about to get grabbed. I typically don't get grabbed that much because I play smart. So Maelstrom is an amazing unit killer as well. Unit killing is insane in this game with Maelstrom. You can clear almost a whole entire archer unit. You can stop actually a condo charge, ASAP charge, a Tesseract charge. I wouldn't suggest doing it in front of Reapers or probably like Silidars or something, because that's a bit much. But this does allow you to, when you're hitting them every single time, they basically get a little bit of a dazed effect, which is awesome. And this also does a lot of blunt damage per second. So if you look at it, it says cost 20% of Maul's strike stamina, and then it inflicts 120% of your blunt damage and 2,000 points of blunt damage. So this is continuous though. For the times that you spin 5 times. That is almost, I don't know exactly how much blunt damage that is, but I do average about 3,000 blunt damage every single time I hit someone with that spin. It is an insane skill, and I think if you want to get better at using the Maul and sieges, and you're not only going to be using Bonebreaker, wow, it's just amazing. Next on to Bonebreaker. Bonebreaker, everybody knows this skill is super important. The last charge skill on this is 5 unblockable attacks. Now this can be, you can get stunned by this by Dachi or pushed down or anything. You get ulted, etc. But this blunt damage is insane when you're using this. And I would never really suggest charging the Bonebreaker up unless you need to. Like if it's like charging the Bonebreaker is very situational, but it takes a lot of your stamina. This is why I say exactly that you always use Mighty Mjolnir first before you go into the other skills. Because if you just want to try and use this skill, it's not like this skill. Yeah, you could charge it up. This one charges pretty fast. This one you actually need to press 5 times in order for you to get that spin, which is not good. That's a lot of times. That's a lot of swings that you're going to be doing. Someone can dash to the side out of this when you're using this. So like I said, Maelstrom is not always a dueling, it's not for duels. It's mainly for sieges, and it's mainly for, you can even win this in duels as well. But like I'm saying, it's a great skill. It's just, you never want to use Maelstrom by itself. Like, don't ever swing. There is an animation cancel that you can use with Maelstrom though. If you auto and then press E, you can actually animation cancel. So basically when you auto and then you press E, it's like basically you're autoing back to back instantly. So in case someone's really low in health, you just go like that. You auto and then press E again, and it autos instantly, instead of like that it's like a bit of a time before you swing again. Now, last but not least, is the strike and grapple. Now, I want to say this. I understand there's a lot of people that hate the strike and grapple. I hate it too sometimes. But you know, if you get grabbed, sometimes you're in a stick. You're probably out of place. However, I will say they do need to fix the fact that you can grab people through shields and whatever, like units and stuff. However, if your character is a bit out and you know there's skin that you can grab, and you're like just standing like a little bit in front of your shield, then you're gonna get grabbed, bro. I'm sorry, but if I go like fully into the shield and grab you, that's a bit much. I know you shouldn't be able to be grabbed while you're in a shield formation, but I know I've seen players like complain, "Oh my god, how did I get grabbed?" when he was like literally, basically stepping outside of his shield, and I was like, "Dude, your half your body was outside the shield. Like, come on now, you know, don't come at me if I grab you and you're half outside your shield." But I will say this as well. I was using Forge of War. Forge of War is insane. It does amazing damage. I think I do up to like 6,000 Forge of War damage, and on low armor players, this thing is amazing. Just absolutely demolishes. I want to say this as well. This does remove the daze effect, but Forge of War, the one big issue with it, it does take time to do the animation. As you guys can see, he's winding up as he goes to hit. And the issue with that is that you can get knocked down, you can get stunned, you can get ulted by whoever, and it does suck. However, situational. There's certain situations that I've used Forge of War, and I've cleared almost like a whole spear unit and 3 heroes just by using Forge of War and Pike Militia. And you know, you don't think Forge of War is that good, but when you knock down 3 heroes that are trying to go into your Pike Militia, and you have them, and you're stuck in a place, and you use Forge of War, and you knock them all down, your Pike Militia instantly kill everything. You're killing everything, and you know, once you use Forge of War, you can instantly go into Bonebreaker or Maelstrom and do a lot more AOE damage as well. After what you just did of like maybe 5-6k of damage with Forge of War. So that's one thing as well I want to say. If you don't like, if you suck with the grapple, if you can't grab anybody, you don't like, you know, you can't hit it, go and use Forge of War. Another big thing, and I know I probably should have said this as well before I started, is if you don't have the Maul and you want to grab the Maul, you need to come over here into the battle pass. You press F5, go to unit challenges, go to season 3, and you'll be able, like if I click this, it says, "Are you sure you want to switch back to season 3?" You hit yes, and the Maul challenges are there. You'll be able to unlock the Maul. You'll be able to unlock all the skills and everything. You just have to play with the Maul in the game. Some of the times you don't have to play with the Maul for some of the challenges, but for some of the challenges to get the Maul skills all done, you should probably just use the Maul. So from right now, I'm going to stop talking right here. We're going to jump into some gameplay, and I'm going to talk a little bit during the gameplay. This is going to be a really long guide, so I hope you guys do enjoy it, because I want to do a very big like, this is supposed to be the guide for the Maul. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit, and yeah. Hey everybody, so we're back. Alright, so I figured why not show you guys gameplay of when I went 20-1, and this is all aspects into getting into the right skills to use and everything. Now, as you can see right here, what the first thing I did was, if I saw a hero out of position, I grabbed him and threw him into the units. Obviously, everybody else always does that as well. Additionally, one of the big things that you saw, the next thing I did, instead of using Bonebreaker for all those units, I used Maelstrom. And right there, if you had Ukos, you couldn't do that with Ukos, you know, and that's something that I prefer in these sieges. You know, people that are out of place, I'm gonna grab. Like, the placement in this game is so important, whether you're a Maul player, you're a longsword player, any type of placement as a hero is always important. You're out of place, you can always get DB ulted. You're out of place, you can get freaking, you know, spear like murdered or something. Spear assassin, I guess. But some of the aspects to Maul is just so important when it comes to like team play. Maul is that team killer, is that you know, unit killer, the hero killer, And in a way, Maul can carry the game entirely. Some of the classes that can carry a game is Maul, Spear, sometimes even Glaives. If there's a lot of Glaives, Musket can actually carry a game as well if a good Musket's being really annoying. But as well, one of the big things that is stupid important is the whole aspect of jumping off the horse. Guys, I can't stress enough how important that is. You can really demolish an entire hero, an entire unit, just by doing that, because it brings them down, it locks them down on the floor. That allows you to get a grab off, and you can bring them to your units. You can bring them anywhere. You can grab off of the jump is one of the most important things. So, in a way, the same way that sorry, I'm like watching the gameplay while trying to talk. In a way, as important as the horse is for the spear, it's actually really important with the Maul as well, because it's just like, it's the aspect of, man, are you going to be getting those grabs? Are you going to be securing those kills? Are you going to be making sure that you actually, get things done? Look at this. They're going to charge at me with Iron Reapers. I said, F that. I'm just going to brace it. But anyways, some of the big aspects to Maul is, after the horse, is the fact that with Maelstrom, you can go and crit behind a lot of the units. I think that was something that I mentioned when talking before, is how strong Maelstrom actually is, with the fact that you can crit on back attacks and you can actually do up to 2,500 or 3,000 damage, depending on obviously their armor, their stats, and everything. So you definitely want to watch out for that. Like Maelstrom, if you see Maelstrom not doing as much damage, they're probably fully armor or something like that. But when it comes to actually Maelstrom on like low, if a dual blade really tries to fight me or is out of position in the siege, and they're like trying to do melee fights, it actually gets crazy if you go and Maelstrom them instead of Bonebreaker. You're like 3-shot them, but with Bonebreaker, you're basically locked in that animation. Compared to Maelstrom, you can go and spin in a circle and not have to worry about this. Yo, guys, you guys are going to be real pissed about what's about to happen. I remember this moment. I was real pissed. But so the reason why Maelstrom is so important over Ukos is the fact that, you get to actually be able to stop charges as well. So you're going to see right here, I'm going to try and stop this charge that's going to actually come in. I did get hit really heavy right there. But, look at this. They're all going to be charging in. It is Aseps as well. So look, bam. I wasn't able to eat the whole charge. I did eat the whole charge to actually stop it. So if we had more units or even more heroes there, we would have been able to actually do something there. But as well, I wanted to say this. Stamina. I think everybody thinks Maul is so easy when if you hear a dog barking, I'm sorry. I don't know why she's barking. If you hear one of the things that when you're playing as a Maul and you're first starting off, you're like, holy crap, this class is like so hard. Like, why am I getting stuck in these animations? If you don't have stamina and you try and do Mighty Mjolnir and Bonebreaker, you won't, first off, if you don't have stamina, you won't be able to actually use Bonebreaker or any other skills. You can still use them, but it'll only be like that first charge skill instead of the actual aspect of using the full combo that they do. Look at this nasty charge, boys. So regardless, when it comes to the stamina, it's one of the most important things in this game. Look at this, all these heroes. Oof, all mine, except for that guy. But so with the fact that stamina is so important, you can actually make sure that you always have your stamina on that last bar. Never try and go past that stamina on the last bar. There is I believe there's 5 steps to the stamina build that is really important, that you make sure you always have at least 1 bar of stamina. Never try and use up the whole bar of stamina. When it comes to grabbing, you should never try and go out of your way to grab someone after using full stamina, because when you use full stamina, you won't be able to actually take them and grab them. And grab them, like quote unquote people say, across the map. The reason why people can actually do that with grab is when people actually save up their stamina. If they grab you and they have not used any stamina without money there, then you're going to be good. You're going to be set. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure, guys, that if you're going to be using you know, these skills, you focus heavily on stamina, man. It's just insane. That's all I'm saying. As well, when it comes to stamina, if you try and use Bone Breaker and you only have like 1 bar of stamina, you will actually only do a little bit of the animation. The more stamina you have, the more you actually get like the full animation right there. As you can see, I'm doing the full animation here instead of actually the other animation where it's only like 1 or 2 swings. So you got stamina is like so damn important. But look at that. Look at the 3 crits I just hit on that guy. Insane, boys. All right. So if there's anything that I'm probably missing in this guide, probably should have written a script for this. I would probably update the Maul guide, if anything, if I feel like I could have done better. But the huge aspect to the Maul is stamina. That's one of the big things to the unit to the hero that I think a lot of people think it's so easy to play Maul. People that play Maul and are like good Mauls are actually people that play Maul all the time, have actually worked on, you know, making sure they pay attention to their stamina. The stamina is the biggest thing. So the 3 big aspects to the Maul is 1, stamina. You always want to watch your stamina. 2, what engagement do you use based off the situation? Do not think that you always have to Mighty Mjolnir and Bone Breaker into a situation. Maelstrom actually might be better if you go into certain situations compared to the Bone Breaker. So you guys definitely got to pay attention to that. Look at this, bam, grab, look, easy, out of position, boom, and sadly I didn't get the kill. So that's one of the big aspects that I really want to just point out there. Boom. 1, what stamina do you have? How much stamina do you have? If I engage right here, am I going to have enough stamina to dash out? Am I going to have enough stamina to maybe be able to escape? This is the reason why I don't use Ukko's Doom, because I focus so much on my stamina control that when it comes to getting into a sticky situation, I have enough, at least, stamina to get out of that situation and make sure that I actually am able to just move out of it. I think a lot of people just use Ukko's just to get out of a situation because they just get put into that situation. But if I can avoid that situation, you know, why not do it? So, yeah. I just want to say that, guys, I'm going to let you guys actually enjoy the regular gameplay that I have here. Let me know what you guys actually think about it. It was insane. I'm probably going to post this game by itself as well as a video, just so that you guys can actually enjoy the whole gameplay with content, with the actual voice and stuff, without having it being a guide. But yeah, guys, if there's any other questions you have, please put it in the comment section below. I know I probably did leave some certain things out here, and I will try and make sure I do more Maul videos so that I can actually allow you guys to, you know what's happening and stuff. I want to say this as well: if you do use Maelstrom on someone's block and they try and, you know, just block the whole time, you can break their block really fast, because the thing is, you know, Maul focuses on blunt damage. Blunt damage is the most important thing in this game, honestly, because blunt damage can go through armor, you know, and blunt damage can just murder any freaking hero or unit possible. So, you know, think about that. Think about the aspects of how strong blunt damage is. If you guys want to try them all, you have any more things, message me. I'm free on Twitch. You can message me on Twitch. You can message me, if anything, go and follow my Instagram or Twitter or whatever you guys feel like you want to message me. Also, go and join my Discord if you have any questions as well. So make sure you guys always, you know, if you guys want to communicate with me, that I am free for all of that, so don't worry about that. As you can see, these Tesseract are really going off, and I really enjoy these guys. But I definitely always try and say, as the Wells with the grab, you want to make sure that you focus on, look at this, little break block, boom, crit, 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 done. So yeah, always make sure that you, if you want to communicate with me or anything, I am there. One other thing before I go, sorry, is the fact that with Maul, and its skills. It has a really low cooldown, and it's one of the big things that I really want to say and why it's so important. And sadly, I freaking died there because I didn't want to die. I wanted to go full like 20-0, but I didn't. So guys, please, I hope you guys do enjoy the rest of the video. I know I'll probably talk through all of this, and this was the ultimate guide, but if I missed out anything, or you guys need more tips and tricks and everything on how to use Bonebreaker, when to use Bonebreaker and everything, let me know, and I will probably do more videos explaining you know, certain aspects of the Bonebreaker and the Maelstrom and Mighty Mjolnir, etc. Probably doing some demonstration in duels as well. Maybe that might be the best way to actually do that, is showing off certain things and like Maelstrom, like what Maelstrom's damage actually does. And I can be like why I use Maelstrom instead of Ukos, etc. Anyways, enjoy the video. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, but also please follow me on Twitch as well. I've been grinding Twitch like crazy, and look at that, bam, I was able to bring him all the way to this corner. Maelstrom. Enjoy the rest of the video, guys. See ya and deuces. So
I'm not good. I'm not good.
hey, all right, give me 2 seconds.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh my god.
I'm on my way though. Fuck.
Oh, they're getting it.
That was so easy to kill that hero.
I'm gone.
Oh my god. Yo, I need one more kill.
That glaive right there. It's right there.
I'm on my way. Fanatic, I'm on my way.
On our base.
Yo.
He kills.
I'm on my way. Wait, I'm on my way.
On.
Yes!
Nice car.
Nice. Another one. Another one.
No! Fanatic! You cocksucker!
What the hell?
Tried to steal my kill.
Oh, this motherfucker! Oh my god, dude!
Oh, there's the ballista.
Oh, it's the. He got
My
you in the
ballista.
foot.
My ballista. No, save me, dual blade. It's your job.
But you
I
just
got
said
you.
my...
I got you.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh, I
make it up
died.
the stairs. Well, I appreciate it. I lived.
I think this is the end of a great game.
This is a good game. Holy shit, Alpha. Yo, this game better be posted somewhere. 21-10. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Jesus Christ.
It was looking like a nail, but
Don't die. Just don't die again. Oh my god, dude. Jesus.
Oh my god, Tesseract's 86 unit kills, 3 hero kills. Pike Militia, 2 hero kills, 39 unit kills. And then my Pavis got ran over with 3 unit kills. Did they fix the unit kit damage bug? Yeah, it's